Welcome guys. As you know that GATE 2025 result is about to be declared, so you might be wondering how to select which branch of civil engineering for masters. So in this video we'll be discussing about the scope of each and every branch in civil engineering for masters, then the job aspects and career opportunities. Now let us start with this that why you want to pursue M.Tech, because eventually you want a higher salary and better job roles, right? Everybody needs money, isn't it? Next is research and innovation. Like if you are pursuing masters, then there is an option for going for PhD. Many of the institutes are offering dual PhD, dual degree. Like they are offering masters and PhD both, because nowadays what students do is they take admission in masters and they keep preparing for government jobs. Once they get the job, they leave it. So that's why to encourage the students now, many of the institutes are going for dual degrees where they are referring for or offering the M.Tech and PhD together. So that's a different issue. I'll discuss in today's video later on. So let us next third point is government job advantages. So definitely, if you are going for masters, many of the jobs requiring masters in civil engineering nowadays, not at all, not that much constraints have been put on masters in civil engineering, but definitely you'll be getting opportunities and better advantages in government job if you are pursuing masters. Next is international job scope. So what happens if you are pursuing masters, then getting international job is okay, but one thing you can go for PhDs in various other countries, where you can directly apply for the PhDs in other countries after pursuing your masters. And as I have said, opportunity for PhD and teaching. So these things gets opened up. Without further delay, let us proceed with the specialization that we have in India. Masters, M.Tech in specialization, M.Tech specialization in civil engineering are: first is structural engineering. Everybody loves it. We'll go by one. Let us just let me just tell me uh, how many or what are the degrees that are available in India. That is structural engineering, then structural dynamics and earthquake engineering. Then you have geotechnical engineering. So structural engineering basically deals with the structural design and analysis. Structural dynamics and earthquake little bit deals with the earthquake part. So I'll discuss one by one in my next slides. Geotechnical engineering, next is your transportation engineering, water resource and environmental engineering, construction management, remote sensing and GIS, coastal and offshore engineering, bridge engineering, rock mechanics and underground structure, pavement and highway engineering, infrastructure engineering and management, smart cities and sustainable development. So all these things are there. Let us go one by one. Next, first is structural engineering. Everybody's favorite. Everybody loves structural engineering, because whenever you are asking a guy, okay, which branch do you like to go for doing here M.Tech, first thing he says, like out of 100 students, there will be 60 to 70% students will say that okay, we'll go for structural engineering, because there is a hype that okay, if you are go for structural engineering, there is a very good opportunity. But trust me, it is a myth. There are many difficulties in structural engineering. Very few of the people gets very good success in structural engineering. So let us discuss about structural engineering. That first is it deals with the design and analysis of building, bridge, towers. Means design and analysis of structures, right? Then key subjects are RCC, steel structures, seismic design, pre-stress concrete. So let's say if your structural analysis is good in UG, how to evaluate, let's say you want to evaluate yourself whether you should go for structural engineering. First ask yourself, are you good in structural analysis in your UG courses? During pursuing your UG courses, look at your mark sheet, how much marks you have got out of 100 in your structural analysis. What is your understanding of, do you really love have you enjoyed structural analysis classes that has been taught by your teachers, right? Okay, so if that thing is the answer is yes, then definitely you should go for structural engineering. We'll talk about the job aspects, but first is key subject that you should be taking care of, key subject you should be looking for in order to ask yourself that whether you should opt for structural engineering or not. First is RCC, steel structure, seismic design and pre-stress concrete. So even if you have not studied seismic design, but these things, and along with it I'll add one more subject, that is structure analysis. That is my essay 1, essay 2, essay 3. So all these things. Next, job roles in structure engineering. After pursuing masters, you'll be getting job role like structure engineering, bridge engineer. Now while giving interview to a company, they will test your knowledge. Okay, because if you are taking interview to a student, if he is good in structural engineering, he will know the basics. So if you don't have good strong basics, if you have not studied good in your UG courses, then trust me, please do not opt for structural engineering. Even if you are opting for, make sure that you are brushing up your knowledge, your basics are clear. Don't just get attracted towards big words, big analysis things like finite element analysis, etc. You'll be hearing about finite element analysis a lot. So don't just get yourself trapped into it. So if you are good in that, then only go for structure and analysis. Structure engineering industries like that will be hiring you is L&T, Tata Project, ISRO, PWD, etc. Here I would not select PWD because they are they will give you after getting job. They I don't know what they do. They don't do design, etc. They are outsourcing it. Now, fact, one of the fact in India is India's longest bridge, Dhola Sadia, that is in Assam, and I'm also from Northeast, that is 9.15 kilometer, which has 7.5 magnitude earthquake. Now, in order to design, in order to know this, what is how the bridge is designed, etc., you'll have to know the structure engineering. Now, whether you should go for or not, and job roles and job opportunities, very few job opportunities. Please, if you are very good, very much interested, then only go for structure engineering. The real life scenario is in the field there are very less job for structure engineer students because they lack the basics. So please refrain yourself from going for structure engineering, because there are other branch where you'll be getting very good opportunity in job market rather than structure engineering. Because once you complete your masters, you'll have to work under some structure engineer, and he will pay you very less, salary is very less, initial salaries. Once you know all these things, then only you can go for practicing by yourself, or you can join some other company. Let's say if you are joining any MNC, then the salary is very good. But if you are thinking that okay, I'll work by myself, and if you don't have any good contact, political contact, and if you don't know renowned persons in your area, and people do not know you, then please don't go for structure engineering. Or if you are thinking that you are just going to start some design work of building, etc., you'll not get the works. Because if people do not know you, why would they come to you? There are many others. In your surroundings, you'll see that there are at least 10 people who are offering structure design for buildings. So there the market is very saturated. And still, if you are going for structural engineering, please go for bridge engineering. Focus your Give your 100% focus in bridge engineering, and then once you have gone thoroughly in bridge engineering part, read about bridge engineering, learn the design and analysis of bridge engineering, and then go for some MNCs or any company. You'll be getting very good package. But please do not think that after structure engineering, if you don't have good contacts, good what a like connections, then you'll be getting work while working as a individual structure engineer. There's very chances are very less, job opportunity is very less. That's all about structure engineering. Next is structural dynamics and earthquake engineering. Now this is an extended part of structure engineering. In structural dynamics and earthquake engineering, what we are doing is we are incorporating the subject, that is soil structure interaction. In structural analysis, you will be only studying about the structural design and analysis. Here we are also including the soil structure interaction, because if there is an earthquake will come into the soil, and that will be transferred to the structure. So here we are dealing with that part. That additional subjects are you have to study. Some are from geotech, even geotechnical subjects are included in structural dynamics. So you have to study in order to know the structural dynamics and earthquake engineering. Now key subjects: seismic analysis, vibration control. Whatever, see, the subjects in structural engineering and structural dynamics and earthquake engineering are approximately 70 to 80% same. Remaining 20%, additional 20% is taught in structural dynamics that related to the soil structure interaction. That's all. And job role: seismic engineer, R&D engineer. Now I would suggest that structural dynamics and earthquake engineering is much better than structural engineering. Now let's say if you are getting NITs, and your score is such that you are getting only NITs, then in that case I would suggest you to go for structural dynamics earthquake engineering, because many of the NITs like NIT Silchar that resides in Assam, there they have structural dynamics and earthquake engineering, but you will be getting this branch with lowest score in GATE. However, structural engineering is top in each and every colleges. Structural engineering score cutoff is very high. But however, structural dynamics earthquake engineering in NIT Silchar is very low. IIT is definitely you'll have to go for higher scores, and in VNIT also, that is Nagpur, VNIT Nagpur also they have structural dynamics earthquake engineering. There also the cutoff goes little higher. So if you are getting this branch, opt for it. But again, the same thing comes into the picture that job market is very saturated in structural engineering. Until unless you are very good and your parents are already in the field of structural engineering design and analysis, then you can definitely go for that. But as a beginner, it's difficult. I'm not saying it's impossible, it is difficult. So please think twice, thrice, fourth, and 10th time before selecting structure and structure dynamics, because job market is very much saturated. Fact about structural dynamics earthquake engineering is Tokyo's Sky Tree Tower can resist 9 magnitude earthquake. 9 magnitude earthquake means you can imagine everything will be wrapped up, everything will be destroyed. But Tokyo's this tower can resist 9 magnitude earthquake. Next is geotechnical engineering. Geotechnical engineering. I am structural engineer, but my personal favorite is geotechnical engineering, because and job market, trust me, in job market, if you are a geotechnical engineer, it's very easy to get jobs in many of the MNCs. Even if you want to go for foreign, let's say Dubai, etc., there also geotechnical engineering demand is very high. Structure engineering, structure dynamics means many people are there, but geotechnical engineering, a good geotechnical engineer is very rare. If you can tell me that this soil is sufficient enough to sustain, or I can construct these many buildings on this soil, if you can tell me that, I can pay you any amount, right? Anybody can design a structure, that's not an issue. But analyzing a soil, understanding the soil behavior and telling someone, okay, you can construct this building or these many this is the height of the building or these many stories of building on a soil, it is very talented work, or I would say very high paying job. And job market is not yet saturated in geotechnical engineering. You'll get very good options in MNC. There is a company that is WPS in India. Many of my friends are also working there, and also job profile is very good, salary is very good, growth is very proficient, very efficient growth is there. Now it deals with the study of soil mechanics and foundation design. So see, foundation is key. So in structural design also, whatever, doesn't matter how good you have designed, if your foundation is not proper, definitely your structure will fall. So that's why foundation design is very important, and eventually foundation will transfer the load onto the soil. So if you can tell somebody that, okay, this soil is good, this soil is good enough to sustain this load of the building, then, or bridge, or uh, any structure, let's say dam, then you are very talented person, you are very efficient person. Now key subjects: foundation engineering, rock mechanics, and you don't have to worry. Let's say if you have not studied properly in your UG courses, still you can make it up, still you can somehow manage, and you can be a very good geotechnical engineer if you focus in your masters. If you focus in your masters, it's very efficient branch. Many people don't know about it. I'm revealing that if you have an option to go for structure dynamics and geotechnical engineering, please go for geotechnical engineering. Job roles, you will be getting as geotechnical consultant, foundation engineering. And there is a fact that Petronas Towers foundation extends 120-meter underground. So see, how to decide which foundation, or how to make safe a structure, mainly the job of geotechnical engineer. First geotechnical engineer comes, then the structure engineer comes. And many in India also nowadays, many job opportunities are there in geotechnical engineering if you are a really good geotechnical engineer. And companies also, they like TCS, etc., or I've heard Tata Consultancy Service also takes also geotechnical engineer. So this is a very good opportunity. MNCs, they love geotechnical engineers, and definitely you have to know the fact. Always focus on the basics. You have very good opportunity in the market for geotechnical engineering. Next is transport engineer. Now, if if you are aware of the present condition, if you are aware of the present condition, then you might know that India is now developing. So I don't want to go for the political aspects, but in terms of infrastructure, India is developing, India is growing rapidly. So these two branches, geotechnical and transport, these two branches, geotechnical and transport engineer, they are very much important, because when you are growing your infrastructure, you need road and you need your building to be safe on a foundation on which you are designing. So transportation engineering deals with the planning and design of road, rail, airports. So these transportation engineering is the most important engineering, and job opportunities are many in case of transportation engineering and geotechnical engineering. These both of them are very good opportunity. People do not understand the importance of it. They understand when they complete the M.Tech. Initially, people go for structure dynamics, and they do not prefer transport and geotechnical engineering. That's why you see cutoff of structure is always high. Structure dynamics nearly always high. But these geotechnical engineering compared to structure is low, because people do not understand. However, after completing masters, you'll be seeing that your transportation engineering guy or geotechnical engineering guy getting job very easily. However, if you are structure, you'll have to struggle. Other than the thing that which I have initially told you, that okay, you will be getting job if you have very good contacts, or let's say your parents are working in structural engineering, there you can go for that. Because these structure geotech and transportation engineering, they are very good branch. If you are really getting an opportunity, please, I would suggest you go for it. Job market is not yet saturated. You'll be getting good jobs and high paying jobs, higher payment than structural engineering. You see the success of few structural engineers, but you are not seeing the problems that are faced by many of the structural engineers. They are not getting jobs, they are getting very low salary job. But geotech and transport engineering have very good job opportunities. So next is your planning and design of road, key subjects, traffic engineering, pavement design, etc. So again, I'm telling you, let's say if you have not studied properly in your undergraduates the soil and about this pavement, etc., still you can make it up, not a problem. Job roles: highway engineer, transport engineer. Salary is really good. Fact is, Japan's Shinkansen trains have aerodynamic noses to reduce noise. This is a fact I have included in order to entertain you. Next is my water resource and environmental engineering. Now, this branch is very specific, and it deals with the water conservation, irrigation, and flood control. And if you are preparing for government jobs, then trust me, this will add an advantage. This subject will give you an added advantage, because water resource department, etc., many of them, these states have government jobs syllabuses where they do not include structure dynamics, but they keep only water resource in environmental engineering in water resource department. So in Maharashtra, I have seen that this water resource department, they include the subject is very limited, like water resource and environmental engineering related topics are there. So if you are really looking for government jobs, then you can go for this branch. However, this branch is also having very good opportunities, but it is, in terms of job, I would rate it less as compared to first is my geotech, second is transport, third is structure. I would rate it, but water and resource and environmental engineering, I would rate structure and water resource and environmental engineering in the same platform, because they are having not much job opportunities. Still, branch is good. It deals with the conservation, irrigation, flood control. Key subject is hydrology, wastewater treatment. Hydrology is job role. Hydrology is environmental engineering. There is a fact that Singapore's Marina Barrage is a multi-purpose flood control and water storage system. So if you are, and this is very good in terms of research. If you are going for, if you are planning to go for higher studies, this branch is really good. You can go for that. And in teaching role, in getting teaching job in NITs and IITs, this branch will give you an added advantage, because people do not prefer this. People go for transport, geotech, structure, and they very few people are there. who are very good in water resource and environmental engineering. So if you are opting for this and if you are completing your PhD, then you'll have very good opportunity in getting jobs in teaching. Construction management. This is also a burning, I would say, evolving branch nowadays. Project management, contracts, cost estimate deals with key subject, project planning, and construction. And trust me, all these four subjects, even if you have not studied properly in your UG, still you can make it up in your masters, not a problem. But structure, definitely you need very good analytical skills in structure. And in construction management, it has very good job roles and project manager, site engineer, and job opportunities is also very good. One of the fact is Burj Khalifa was completed in just 6 years using advanced management techniques. So if you can tell someone that okay, I can manage your construction and I can tell you that okay, these many within these many days your construction will be completed, and you can minimize that time. Okay, let's say if you are going for randomly to construction a building, it might take 1 year, but if you can someone tell me that okay, I'll manage your construction such that your building construction will be completed in 6 months, then he will be paying whatever money you'll be asking. So this is very good, but trust me, you have to choose the place from where you are going for construction management. In Pune, Nikmark is there. They are taking high amount of money. However, you can go for that, but be aware from where you are doing this construction management job, because the jobs are very specific jobs and you have to really know about it. Construction planning, construction economics, you have to know, you have to very good in this subject, then only jobs are there. So in terms of jobs, this I would not rate it more than geotech and transport, but I would rate it in structure, water resource, and construction management in the same platform. And out of these three, if you have to choose, then I will tell you, you can choose for construction management if you really need job, and if you are going for higher study, go for water resource and engineering. Next is remote sensing and GIS. Again, this is also a very specific job, is not that much available, but if you are really good in your subject, jobs are always available for you. It deals with the satellite-based land use planning and disaster management. The job roles: GIS analysis, urban planner. Fact: NASA satellite data is used for flood zone mapping worldwide. This is a fact I'm telling you. And this branch you should go only if you are really interested in this topic. Let's say if you are really interested in this GIS and etc. mapping, special analysis based on land use planning and disaster management. So satellite based all these things. If you are really interested in remote sensing, you can go for that. But if you are going for water resource and environmental engineering, there also remote sensing are added because they use remote sensing technique in research and analysis in water resource department. So you can go for that, but please be aware of it. If you are not at all interested, if you just have to pursue your M.Tech in a random branch, then you can go for that. And if you are really interested, then only go for that. But please don't think that job market is very less. Job opportunity for this branch is very less. Next, coastal and offshore engineering. Again, this is also a specific branch. Uh, as as I have told you that these are very specific branch. It deals with the harbors, offshore oil rigs, coastal protection. Salary will be very high, but again you'll have to look for the job opportunities. Key subjects: coastal hydrodynamic, offshore structures, and job roles: offshore engineer, coastal protection engineer. Job opportunities not that much as compared to other branches of engineering. However, definitely you'll be getting very good job, good salary in this branch. Dubai's Palm Island required 100 million cubic meter of sand in construction. So again, see who has decided 100 million cubic meter of sand is required. Geotechnical engineer. So again, I'm telling you, geotech and transportation are best in structure masters. Now, how to choose the right specialization? First of all, you should decide what is your personal interest. That should be your first priority. But you have to consider the second priority, that is industry demand. So don't keep don't give weightage 100% weightage to interest and only interest. If your interest is structural dynamic or structural design or structural analysis, and industry demand is, as I have told you, the geotech and transport has very good industry demand. And please don't put your personal interest over industry demand, because eventually you need money, right? So give these things keep these things parallelly and give equal weightage to them and then decide. So industry demand is better for geotech and transport, so you should go for that. I personally, I have done my structure analysis, structure engineering, but I'm not at all satisfied. I think if someone would have make me understood, then I would have gone for the geotech on transport. So that's the fact. Next is government versus private. What you want to opt for? Let's say if you want to go for government jobs, then doesn't matter whatever branch of engineering you do, go for structure analysis and structure analysis and design. That will be sufficient enough for you. But let's say if you want to go for private job, in private job you have to know what you want, because in private job they demand performance, right? So based on that, you'll have to select. Next is research and higher study scope. Again, I'm telling you, research and higher study scope is very good in geotech, because in geotech, transport, and this water resource engineering, their paper publication is very easy as compared to any other branch of engineering. Let's say structure dynamic. So that's what you need to decide what you want. Research and higher study. Then engineering, technology, and trends. You should know that trends that is nowadays infrastructure is growing rapidly. So there you should decide which branch you want, etc. Based on you, whatever suggestion I have to give, I've already given it. Next, job opportunity and career scope. Government jobs you'll be getting in PWD, NHAI, railways, metro, CPWD. Private sector, L&T, GMR, Tata Projects, ACOM. Research and PhD, you'll have to go for NIT, IITs, foreign universities. After masters, you can go for foreign universities. Then consultancy and entrepreneurship. You can start your own consultancy. Again, you have to have very good connection. Now, top IITs and NITs, I will tell you for a particular branch. Let's say if you want to go for structure engineering, top IITs is IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, IIT Madras, IIT Trichy. So they are very, very renowned in terms of structure engineering. Structure dynamics earthquake. IIT Roorkee. IIT Roorkee is the first. It should be the first preference in structure dynamics and earthquake engineering. And next is IIT Kanpur, IIT Gandhinagar. Geotechnical engineering, IIT Madras. IIT Madras is first preference in terms of geotechnical engineering. Then IIT Delhi also very good, and NIT Surathkal. Next is transportation engineering. You have IIT Kharagpur, NIT Warangal. In terms of transportation engineering, IIT Bombay, IIT Kharagpur, NIT Warangal. Water resource and environment is IIT Roorkee, IIT Guwahati, NIT Kurukshetra. Construction management, IIT Madras, IIT Delhi, and NICMAR. See, again, NICMAR is always first priority. IIT Madras, IIT Delhi on NICMAR. If you are not getting IITs, don't go for any other institute, just go for NICMAR. The fees is little bit high in NICMAR. Next, remote sensing and GIS, IIT Kanpur, IIT Roorkee, NIT Bhopal. And coastal and offshore engineering, IIT Madras and IIT Kharagpur. So if you are going for this, you should go for these two institutes. Next, best IITs for civil engineering, structural engineering. Again, I don't want to repeat it. Next, that's all. Next is best NIT. Let us talk about the NITs, because we have already talked about IITs. Structure engineering, NIT TJ, NIT Surathkal, NIT Warangal. They are very good in structure engineering. Structure dynamics and earthquake engineering. This again, NIT Silchar, NIT Rourkela, and one of the NIT is VNIT Nagpur. So this is also included in structure dynamics and earthquake engineering. Geotechnical engineering, NIT Surathkal, NIT Trichy, NIT Warangal. So this should be your priority. Transportation engineering, NIT Warangal, NIT Trichy, NIT Calicut. Water resource engineering, NIT Kurukshetra, NIT Bhopal, NIT Patna. Construction management, NIT Trichy, NIT Warangal. Remote sensing GIS, NIT Bhopal, NIT Calicut. Coastal and offshore engineering, NIT Surathkal. So this should be your priority when choosing the institutes. Now, final conclusion: choose based on your passion and future goals, but also keep in mind industry demand. Explore new trends in AI, 3D printing, and sustainability. 3D printing is nowadays very popular. Keep learning and upgrading skills. Network with professionals and professors. This is very important. Network with professionals and professions. This will help you in grow. So thank you so much. Please like, share, subscribe, and please share this content if you feel any of your friend get help. If you know everything about it and somebody doesn't know, then please share it, so that somebody who is new to this field, at least he should have some idea about how and which branch should he or she be selecting for their future scope. Thank you so much.